Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unrelenting defender, Jim.
Yeah, and that unbreakable spirit is what makes him...
And Shevchenko! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he thumps it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now he's got space here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Out of play for a throw. Messi. Massaro. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Played out to the left flank. Offside again. Cannavaro cuts out the pass, threads one in, shot could be... Massaro! Oh, what has happened here? So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Xavi. And here's Batistuta. Mateus. Front-footed pressing going on here. Looking for a runner. Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank. Yamal. Showing good feet. Goes down, but nothing given. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Schneider, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's had a shot! Batistuta finds himself offside. looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's played through for him. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Schneider, Neymar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Messi. Xavi wins the duel this time. Batistuta in the hunt and looking threatening. Over to the right flank, and he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Xavi looking for the run. He shifted it to the flank. Pressure coming in from all directions. Yamal, that's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That has not gone well. Rummenigge. And this is Batistuta. Yamal. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And that's really well manoeuvred. Referee is shaking his head. And it's Schneider. Ferdinand cuts it out. Massaro. Now it's Hazard. Knocks it into space. Xavi. Schneider. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. And it's Neymar. And Scholes. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been slung wide. Oh, nice touch.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Neymar. Shevchenko. And it's Schneider. He's in a great position here. Space for him to turn and look. Brilliantly cut out. Neymar. And the referee has blown for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. So the first half brought no goals. And it's made its way to him. Yamal. Schneider. And here's Batistuta. Yamal. Oh, well played, well played. Messi. That's a pretty loose pass. He has found the way through. He'll try from distance. And the finish! No, just not quite. Caceres. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. It's just beyond his reach. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Rummenigge. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's Schneider! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Massaro looking for options for movement.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Massaro! Well, into the second half, and it scores! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goalmouth action.
Neymar. And it's Schneider. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Oh, this looks sharp. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Strokes it back. Yamal. He has a look up. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Zanetti. And it's Schneider. Great vision. Big chance! And again! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Rummenigge really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Goes looking wide. Hazard. And this is Messi. Yamal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, well measured. Oh, super ball. And the shot! Batistuta with a beautifully timed run.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
Yamal. Has a look and plays it forward. He's got away. Can he finish? It's a loose ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the pass is intercepted.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Hazard in acres of space out wide. Massaro! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. He's found the way through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rummenigge. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Xavi. Cannavaro. And here's Yamal. Zanetti. And that's played in low. And the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Has he won it? He just might have won it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13,
Barcelona have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Javier Zanetti.
Barcelona look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
El
And
dorsal
Batistuta! It is close, but that is the last of it. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line forward.
And does history record him as the first player really to play that kind of false nine role?
Yeah, I think that's right. And he was able to do that because of his great physicality to go with that wonderful technique. Who would have thought at the time that he would start a global trend?
Yamal! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Ganduzi. Oh, terrible mistake. Chance, surely! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Sabah are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. No, he's not going to get any further than that. That's good running with the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal goes for the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And it's Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And there's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. That has been knocked clear. Cannavaro. Marcelo. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's having a pop!
Sabah always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Lamine Yamal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Brilliantly cut out. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Schneider. Now Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he cuts out the supply. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's had it taken off him. Yamal. Schneider. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Here's a chance! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Works it forward. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe powering forward here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Neymar. That's the throw. Now that looks a decent ball. Mateus gets over and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? They get a throw in.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Yamal. No way through there. Ferran Torres. Yamal. Schneider.
There will be 1
It's
minute added time.
Schneider! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that takes him up to 30 goals for this side. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he's straight offside. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Barcelona sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So straight into the second half. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Nicely spread. Yamal. Oh, he's having a shot! Barcelona have their second corner now. Neymar plays it short. Showing good feet. They would have been quick to recover this. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Schneider charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Schneider. He's chosen to go back. Oh, he's having a go! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now, can they get him away? Sabah are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Space for him to turn and look. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Totti gets on his bike and on the move. Xavi. Yamal has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That has been slung wide. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on.
Just the keeper in his chance! Oh, the ball's... and again! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Schneider! Schneider! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Romero goes back to front. Nicely weighted ball. Delivery from Mbappe. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Shevchenko. Pinches it off him. Schneider. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Batistutas, there's the shot! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Totti goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Totti, chance here to counter. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Martin does well to get it back. Zanetti conjures time and space where few can, and he was quick to react. Not the most convincing of passes.
There will be 3
And here's Shevchenko. He's beaten. It's Totti! It's fallen kindly here. And that's a good finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And the number on the board is 3. And it's Marcelo. And that's that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game
and
yet to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Out towards the flank. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Spread it left.
That was lovely, that.
Showing good feet. Neymar. Serginho. Oh, this looks sharp. Silvestre. Tries to play it through. Space for him to turn and look. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rummenigge. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's in on goal. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Batistuta. Yamal. Zanetti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Olise. First quarter of an hour gone. Olise. He's being urged to shoot. Cafu. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Melaka with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And now they can spring out of defence. That's the throw. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. He came in hard, very hard. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Schneider. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now he's got space here. Marcelo picks it up out wide. Brilliantly cut out. Has a look and plays it forward. Xavi. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Olise. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Good ball, good take.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a goal kick. Zanetti conjures time and space where few can. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Batistuta. He's on it, can he get away? Chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Barcelona are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Marcelo. Nicely weighted ball. Well, played right into his path. It's a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Melaka choosing to make the first change.
Number 14. Danny Olmo. Coming on the field.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party. He's gone for goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is doing no harm at all.
Neymar clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Schneider is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. That's tidy. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, right place, right time. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Barcelona with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Down to business again.
Coming on the field is...
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going. Melaka really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Koundé. Cafu. Silvestre. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Owen. That has been slung wide. Conte. Looking for options for movement. And it's Schneider. Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Over to the other side. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Schneider. An instinct getting up there! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things starting... And a chance! It's loose and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! Now this could be a chance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Melaka appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Owen. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. De Gea with the clearance. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Neymar, Schneider, and this is Neymar. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Neymar. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Neymar. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Neymar trying to keep this in. Fallen!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And this is Neymar. Look at the... And Batistuta! Oh, classic Batistuta! About as smooth as it gets. And they are disappearing out of sight. His position was perfect. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here,
Hello,
a
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this Son Heung-min! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Son Heung-min clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cruyff. And he was quick to react. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, just the keeper now. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that. Cruyff, and this is Cruyff. No way through, so back it comes. And it's Vieira, looking for the run. Neither side yet able to find the net. Rummenigge. Vieira. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Zanetti. That's been cut out, well played. Thuram, he's gone forward. And it's Davids. Caught offside that time. And here's Son Heung-min. Lovely feet. And no, he's seen through all of that. And the shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
It's a pretty loose pass. Schneider. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge. Oh, he's having a go! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Schneider is standing over this one. Schneider! It's a loose ball. And it's Schneider. Yamal. It's a goal kick.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
He's picked his way through. Schneider. Makaleli. And this is Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he cuts out the supply, driving on and making good progress. And it's made its way to him. Shot could be on. Son, bullish header! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well, it's Son Heung-min. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Pinches it off him. And that's another throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zanetti. And he's straight offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Some good work on the right flank here. And he's cut it out. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So the action resumes.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Yamal. Yamal's cross. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Not the most accurate pass. Nedved. Tries one from range. Oh, split-second reaction.
Sneijder really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
This might spell take Rummenigge! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona have their second corner now. Oh, he's been flattened there. Persib Bandung are looking to go forward now. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Applies the finish! Best, a player who needs no introduction. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pass is just off target. Neymar clears without hesitation. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. So, third corner of the game. Nedved! Harmlessly behind. No, he's not getting past him there. Thuram. Well, improbably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Can he get it through? And this is Son Heung-min. Oh, right place, right time.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He has found the way through. Ruben, and the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
That has been cut short. And it's Schneider. And here's Son Heung-min. Might be danger here.
First Bandung genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Aimed at the far side. Cruyff! He's done very well to get to that.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Substitution on the field.
So we have movement on both
Number
benches.
13, Vieira. Coming on the field, number 10, Griezmann. Number 22, Brian Robson. Substitution.
Succumbs to the pressure. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Corner number 4 coming up here. That's a decent clearance. And this is Nedved. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's looking wide. Haaland receives it in a good position here. That could spell great chance! And it's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Real chance!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That is certainly not what he had in mind. Cannavaro is there and he can pick it up. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Griezmann chasing after it. So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Nedved voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Manchester United.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
threads one in. Gerrard is wide and looking to get onto this. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Nicely weighted ball. Eto'o gets into a good position. Terrific effort! Harmlessly behind. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And this is Schneider. Oh, that's fabulous. Schneider was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, cracking ball. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And no, that was never going to make it. Baresi. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Son Heung-min, and he's straight offside.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Eze. Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. Zola. Zola charging forward, the ball at his feet. Tries one from range! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Zola clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Maldini deals with that comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's managed to gift it back. Xavi going forward. Great ball. Rummenigge! Oh, that could be pivotal! Well, would you believe that? Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, that has not gone well. Looking for options for movement. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He shifted it to the flank. Eze picks it up out wide. He's found the way through. And he shoots! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Eze just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Crossing. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it through?
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He is through here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's in plenty of space here. Zanetti. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, that's well spotted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bruno Fernandes. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's picked it up out wide. Griezmann delivered. Well taken goal. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. Down to business again. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And he's quick to return it. It's a pretty loose pass. Xavi has created one goal already. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's been caught napping! And this is Son Heung-min. Bruno Fernandes, pass somewhat off target. And again they run up, it shapes to shoot!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
In the end they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Davids has been caught there, it's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And he's intervened well there. Neto, never out of the action for very long. Can he get on the end of this? Rummenigge, and he's managed to get free. And that was very necessary. They're back in possession and ready to go again. It's Schneider! Missed by a fraction. Still just a single goal between the sides. Caught offside that time. Tries to pass it through. Gerrard. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to...
Oh, he's having a go! He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Substitution in progress.
He'll fancy himself from here. Great chance here to level it up. Roberto Carlos! Decent hit from there. He's had it nicked away. And it's Eto'o. Searching pass he's played there. Gerrard in acres of space out wide. And he's picked out the run. Rafael Varane is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, can he get onto this? That has been cut short. Baresi cuts out the pass. Great vision. Now it's Ronaldinho. Pass is just off target. Just eases him off the ball. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Ronaldinho is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
All the way back. David De Gea, the great organiser of defence. And it's been taken short. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Manchester United given another corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. It's a goal! Do not write them off. Back they come.
Manchester United, after 81 minutes, is number 17. Bruno.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Zanetti delivers. Varane is there, and he can get that clear.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Gerrard.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Roberto Carlos. It's a searching pass. Eze providing an outlet on that flank. This looks... He's having a shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Bergomi. Gullit. Ronaldinho.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, that was the second half.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10, Eze.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Barcelona pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious?
Griezmann. Number 15.
Now that's well seen too.
Maldini.
Maldini running with the ball. Ronaldinho. Gullit. Griezmann. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Ibrahimovic. Cleared away. And that has left him in a heap. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Yeah, and a heart-and-mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
Griezmann! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Coop! And the ball's come loose, and again! Oh, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. That's going to go a long way. Gerrard. But it's Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Cross goes in there, and a header! And how did he not put that away?
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here.
Oh, that's ambitious. No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, there's the shot! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
After 14 minutes in extra time.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Takes a shot. And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Caceres, he'll try from distance. So there's the whistle, and we will have
Just
a
quick
brief
reminder
break.
Today, please refrain from parking.
The teams then
outside this
separated by
stadium.
just one
Thank you very much
significant
for your
moment.
cooperation.
How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11.
Is there to be
Ibrahimovic.
drama in these final
Number
15 minutes?
17, Bruno Fernandes.
It has been a slugfest. Significant blows
Number
landed,
20,
but still no
Aubameyang.
knockout.
Number 21. Pirlo.
It's a good-looking delivery. It's a decent clearance. And it's Gerrard. That's rather hopeful.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, robust challenge. That's put paid to the danger. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball one. He's having a hit! And that could have brought them level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Varane does really well to win the ball there. Knocks it into space. Bullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's going across goal. They're up to 5 corners now. Cassell, and the shot! And he can thump it away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see them more.
Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that is as far as it goes. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
Please
Voted
join me
man
in
of the
wishing all
match,
the
and
best for
deservedly
members of our
so.
fan club celebrating their wedding
How do
anniversary
you look back on the
today.
game then, Jim?